Hey guys, Dr. Dave here with another Hacked Existence video. Today we're going to be installing the Snort package, which is a network intrusion prevention and detection system. This will help you see any strange activity on your network and help you identify it and block it if necessary. So let's go ahead and get started. First, we go to System and go to the Package Manager. Then under Available Packages, type in Snort and go ahead and click Install. Okay, now that Snort is installed, we can go to Services, and you should see Snort on the menu. Go ahead and click it. Now first we'll go to Global Settings and choose our rule sets. So here you're going to want to click the Sign Up for a Free Registered User Rules account, and what this will do is provide you with an OINC master code that you can use to get the most up-to-date rule sets. Now do note that the free registered user rules accounts do lag 30 days from the paid subscriber rules, so if you're doing this in a more professional environment than your lab, we encourage you to get the paid subscriber rules. Then get the GPL version 2 rules, the emerging threat rules, and the Open App ID rules as well. Then finally we want to change the rule update settings to 1 day and go ahead and save the page. Okay, so now that we've done that, let's go ahead and update our signatures. So here you can see none of the signatures have been downloaded yet. So go ahead and click Updated Rules and we'll go fetch these signatures. Okay, looks like all the signatures came in okay, as you can see here from the success result. So now let's go ahead and go back to Snort interfaces. And what we'll do is we'll add Snort to our existing interfaces within pfSense. So the first one we want to add is the WAN category, and we're not going to change any settings right now, so just go ahead and click Save. And now you'll see WAN appearing in the settings interface. We'll also repeat this process and add the LAN interface. Go ahead and save that. Okay, now let's configure our interfaces. So go ahead and click on the pencil next to WAN. And now what we're going to do is enable our rule sets. So go ahead and click on WAN categories. Now what we're going to want to do is change our IPS policy. So we want to use the predefined policy and choose security. Now what this is going to do is set off a lot of alerts, and it's better to have a lot of alerts trigger and you can look at them and tune them for your network environment as opposed to not being alerted, right? So we're going from an alert heavy environment down to a tuned environment. So you will have to do that for your particular environment. It varies based on what you're running, but we want this to be as noisy as possible so we can ensure that it's working properly. So for the rule sets, go ahead and click Select All and then Save. Okay, then after that save, scroll to the bottom of the page and click Save again. Okay, now we can return to our interfaces setting, and we'll do the same for the LAN interface. So again, click on LAN categories. We will be using the policy. Again, choose security, and then select all on the rule sets and save. And then again, save at the bottom of the page. Okay, now while we're in the LAN settings, we have one more category to change to get our Open App ID settings to work. So go ahead and select LAN Preprox. Then we're going to scroll down to the App ID section. Go ahead and click the plus and select Use Open App ID to detect various applications, and then ensure that App ID stats logging is enabled. Then we'll go ahead and scroll to the bottom of the page and save the settings. Now let's go ahead and go to Log Management and make sure that Auto Log Management is enabled, and choose a directory size limit for your directory based on whatever size your hard drive is. We'll leave everything at the default here. Go ahead and click Save. Now this is just to ensure that your logs don't crash your server, and we do want the logs to roll over given a certain amount of time. Now let's go back to our Snort interfaces and go ahead and click the play button next to the WAN interface. And what this is going to do is enable the rule sets and begin detection. Now you'll notice that under blocking, you see disabled for both settings. So right now this is running in intrusion detection mode, where it isn't blocking anything, but it will alert you that something is occurring. So we'll look at block settings in a minute after we enable the interfaces. So block settings are what enable the intrusion prevention portion of the IPS IDS system. Now blocking can be dangerous as it will cause some problems in connecting to things. If you have heavy security enabled and blocking enabled, you may not be able to accomplish some tasks. So, use blocking at your own discretion and be ready to tune your signatures accordingly. Okay, now let's go ahead and enable it on the LAN interface. Now we've got Snort successfully running on both of our interfaces. So let's return to the main interface. And let's take a look at our Snort alerts. So here you can see we already have an alert from the WAN interface. And it looks like it is a emerging threat, poor reputation IP address. So it does look like Snort is configured and working. Thanks for watching.